Welcome to Take a Spin. I'm Jessie, an instructor at Miss Pole. Pole Fitness helps build strength, tone muscles, improves flexibility, and boosts confidence in a safe and empowering environment. In just a few minutes, a couple friends and I will take you through a full pole fitness routine. We'll show you the stretches and basic moves you need to accomplish your routine, along with a few spins and transitions. A little later, we'll meet a pole instructor who takes pole fitness to the next level. As with any workout regimen, consult your doctor before trying any physical activity, and don't forget, stretching is vital. Let's go to the studio and warm up. All right, and we're gonna start with some basic warm-ups. So you're gonna turn and face the pole. You're gonna interlace your fingers about the same level as your head. You're gonna step in really close to the pole. You're gonna lean back, drop your butt way down, stretching the arms, your shoulders. Hold that for a couple seconds. And then you'll come up, and then you're gonna go to one side of the pole. Now we're gonna do some side stretches. So from now on, we're gonna refer to your hands and legs as your insides and your outsides. So your inside hand, inside leg are gonna be closest to the pole. Outside hand, outside leg are gonna be furthest away. And this is so you can do the moves on either side, whether you're righty or lefty. So your inside arm, you're gonna hook the pole right in your elbow. You're gonna wrap your hand around, thumb up. You're gonna step in really close. Outside arm is going to come up above your head, thumb down, and you're going to lean away and turn your chest out and towards the ceiling. And this is stretching your whole side. Hold that for a couple seconds. And then you can bring it up, and then we'll go to the other side, and we're going to do the same thing. So stepping in really close, inside arm hooks right in your elbow, wrapping around, thumb up. Outside hand comes thumb down, leaning away. Chest is out and towards the ceiling. And then you can bring that up. And then you're going to turn and have your back to the pole. Sorry. Have your back to the pole. You're going to interlace your fingers as high up as you can get them. You're going to step in pretty close. You're going to lean forward and roll your shoulders back. And this is stretching your arms, your chest muscles. Can bring that up, and then we're going to take a step away from the pole. We're going to do a hamstring stretch. So for this, you want your feet just hips width apart. You're going to fold forward at your hips, and you're going to try to keep a straight back as you lean forward. Try to get as far forward as you can. If you can touch the ground, great. If not, still stretch it. Go back to the pole, and we're going to stretch our quads. So you're going to turn and face the pole. You're going to grab on with one hand. The opposite leg, you're going to bend that knee, grab the top of your foot. You're going to bring your knees together, and you're going to push that hip forward. And you should feel it all in the front of your leg, right in the quad. And then you can let that down. And then you're going to bring the opposite leg, same thing, grabbing the top of that foot. Knees together, pushing that hip forward. And then you're going to bring that leg down. Next set of stretches we're going to do is going to be for your hips. So for this, you're still facing the pole, interlacing your hands about the same level as your head. You're going to make a 4 with your leg. So you're going to bend one leg. You're going to bring it up above your knee. And then you're going to sit back like you're sitting in a chair. And this is stretching the leg or the hip of whatever leg you have on top. That up and switch sides, same thing, making a 4, sitting back like you're sitting in a chair. And then you can bring that up. Last stretch we're going to do is going to be for our triceps. So for this, all you're going to do is you're going to bend one elbow, kind of pat yourself on the back, grab lightly onto that elbow, and give it a little tug. And then you can shake it out and switch to the other side. Bend that elbow, give it a light little tug. And those are your stretches. right, so before we get into our first spin, we're gonna learn a couple basic things. First is gonna be how to grab the pole. So you want your inside arm as high up as you can get it. You want your thumb wrapped all the way around. You wanna make sure that you're drawing a line that goes straight from your shoulder all the way up through to your thumb. You wanna make sure you're not grabbing too far back or too far forward. You just wanna be straight up drawing that line. You also want to make sure that you're dropping your shoulder and lifting your chest to make sure that the correct muscles are being engaged. You really want to feel it in your pecs, not so much down your side. That could result in some pulled muscles. So what you're going to do to start your basic walk with this basic grip is you're going to take one step forward. You're going to shift your weight onto that toe, and you're going to slightly just drag your toe all the way up to your heel. Take a step with that leg and drag. So it's just a step and a light little drag. You want to make sure you're up on your toes. You want to make sure your hand is going with you. And as we get into that basic walk, you're going to go into your spin. So before you start your spin, you're going to go into a different grip where you bring your outside hand across your chest and you're going to grab the pole thumb up, and that's going to set you up for your first spin. We'll be learning our routine soon, but first I want to introduce you to a fellow instructor whose strength and dedication to the sport has brought numerous pole competition awards. Welcome, Valerie. We just showed the basic stretches for pole. What muscles does pole dancing focus on?
Pole dancing focuses on all muscles, but the main muscles that we have to use are core and upper body for sure.
And how does this sport transform your body?
Well, when I first started pole dancing, I couldn't even touch my toes, so it made a big difference in me because now I can touch my toes. It also helps tone and add flexibility into the body.
Nice. How long have you been teaching pole?
I have been teaching, this will be my 5th year actually.
Wow. What do people new to pole fitness expect when they walk into their first class?
Well, everybody expects a little different, but most girls who walk in, I think, are expecting a fun, inviting place just to come and be a little bit sexy and sassy.
There you go. What types of women attend these classes?
Definitely all types of women. There's no specific type that we encourage to come in. So we have all different ages, sizes, shapes. It's awesome.
Over 18?
Yes, all over 18.
What's the type of transformation that you see in women from their first class to their last?
Well, depending on how long you take pole dancing, but in the first 6 weeks of pole 1, you definitely see girls glow when they walk out of there after the 6 weeks. They're happy, they're more confident, and happy.
Walk with their head held a little higher?
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. We'll talk with Valerie a little bit later about what it takes to compete in the sport, but now let's go back to the studio to learn our 3 spins and transitions. All right, so now we're going to learn our first spin. It's called the fireman. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into that basic grip that we learned earlier. So you've got their inside hand up top, outside arm comes across. For this, your outside leg is going to be hooking around the pole. So you're going to bring it around in front, you're going to hook it right behind your knee, and then you're going to lock it in at your ankle. So it's crossed in front of the pole, but you want to get it as straight as you can so you can get the most momentum. And then what's going to happen is you're going to push off with your inside leg, pushing forward, going around the pole. Your inside leg is going to come behind the pole, and you're going to bend that knee in the opposite direction, and you're going to bring your thighs together. So the spin's going to look like this. Outside leg and outside hand are coming around at the same time. You're pushing off. Inside leg comes behind the pole. You're going to pivot out, and you're going to stand up out of it. Okay, so now that we've learned how to do the fireman, we're going to learn a transition out of it so you can get to your next spin. But you're not just going to walk out and go into your next spin. You're going to learn a little something. So we're going to start with a move called the frisk. So you've already been turned and faced the pole because you just ended in your fireman. So the frisk position, what you're going to do is you're going to turn and face the pole. You're going to bring your hands on about the same level as your head. You're going to come up onto your toes, and you're going to take one step back and another step back just so your feet are hips width apart. And then we're going to go into some booty circles. So booty circles, you want to just bring your hips around in a big circle. My trick is the pencil trick. Make sure you have a pencil right there, and you're drawing your circles on the ground. And once you've done your right amount of booty circles, you're going to go into your basic walk. So you're going to bring that hand up top, inside hand, take a couple steps of your basic walk, and then you're going to go into a move called the 3/4 pirouette. In the 3/4 pirouette, you're going to take a step with your outside leg, you're going to plant that leg, your inside leg is going to swing behind, and you're going to end legs hips width apart, your back to the pole. Once you get here, you're going to go into your Madonna. So the Madonna, you've got both hands up above your head. You're going to take one step out to the side. You're going to trace down. As you're dipping down, you're going to bring your hands to your knees, shoulders come off the pole, and then a big circle hair flip. From there, you're going to slowly come up. You're going to bring one hand up above your head, thumb up like you're holding a cup. We're going to go into another pirouette that's going to get you back to your walk. It's called the back pirouette. So for this, you're going to slide one leg in, so you end up with your legs together. You're going to dip down. You're going to body roll off. So you're going to come off the pole, hips first, chest follows. You're going to cross whatever leg you have, whatever hand you have up top. That same leg is going to cross over your other leg. It's going to come in between you and the pole, and you're going to take a couple steps out and end in your basic walk. The next spin we're going to learn is called the naughty cheerleader. For this one, you're going to start with your dominant hand on the pole. This spin, your outside arm is going to come right across your body, just like firemen. You're still hooking with the outside leg, except for this spin, when you hook, you want to swing your outside leg around and hook it at the knee, trying to get your leg parallel to the floor. With this spin, it's possible that as you're going around, the pole could slip down to a heel hook instead of a knee hook. Perfectly fine as long as you keep your toe pointed so that it catches on your heel. If your foot is flexed as you go around, you're going to come right off the pole. So your outside arm comes right across your body, outside leg swings around, hooking at the knee or at the heel. Your inside leg is going to be extended out to the side, and you'll take this spin all the way to the ground. So the naughty cheerleader looks like this. You're going to take a couple of your basic steps and then swing your outside leg, hooking at the knee or the heel. Now we're going to do the spin and add some transitions to the end of it. The dominant hand on the pole, taking a couple steps around, swing and hook the outside leg, and take it all the way to the ground. Once you're on the ground, you're going to drop back to your forearms and bring your legs up so that they're clear of the pole. From here, we're going to do a move called burlesque. So all you're going to do is drop that back leg down and make a little half circle, and then switch legs. From here, you're going to drop your right leg to the left side of the pole and your left leg to the right side of the pole. As you transition onto your stomach, then you are going to lead with your assets by putting your hands right next to your chest and sliding up butt first. Pop up into a standing V, grab the pole right above your butt, and hair flip up.
And now the next spin we will be learning is the back hook. For the back hook, we're going to start with our dominant hand high, just like with our other spins, and our outside hand straight across our chest. We're going to take our outside foot and cross over and flip our hips. From here, our new outside leg is going to come up. We're going to make a big circle until our inside leg size touches, and we're going to touch our toes together and open our knees. From here, you're going to drop your hand down and come up onto the floor, and you're going to roll over. You're going to start leading with your chest, and your head will be the last thing up for Pin-Up Girl, and that is the end of our routine.
Now we're going to take everything we've learned and put it together into one song. I want to start with our basic walk. So you're gonna bring your hand up and go into your fireman. And you're coming up. And you've got your frisk, so stepping back, circles. Hand comes up, couple steps, 3/4 pirouette, Madonna, your flip, coming up, slide them in, got your back pirouette, and then a couple steps, and into your naughty cheerleader. Back on your elbows, legs up for burlesque. And then you're going over onto your tummy, pulling between your legs. Hands on the ground, standing V, popping up. Then you're gonna step back, grab onto your pole, a couple more steps, and crossing over into your back hook. Steve dives. And ending pinup girl. What did you think of that routine?
That was pretty awesome. My favorite part has to be your hair flips, though.
Yeah, I like doing hair flips. So now you teach the upper level classes. What do students learn in these upper level classes, and how long does it take them to get to these upper level classes?
Well, you have to complete a first 6 weeks of pole 1 to go into pole 2, and in pole 2 we teach you how to climb the pole, sit on the pole, and stand. Those are basics that you need when you get to pole 3. And then in pole 3 we start to invert, so we start to get you to go upside down. We start you from the floor, so don't be nervous. And then that will condition your skin so that in pole 4 we can hang upside down by thigh skin.
There we go. Do you incorporate any spins into the upper levels?
Absolutely. You incorporate level 1 through everything, through all levels. So you need those transitions and the basics from pole 1 to continue into the upper levels.
Nice, and put together routines and classes and stuff.
Absolutely. You can't do a routine without transitions.
There you go. Now you compete. Tell us about the type of competitions that you do and what type of girls do these competitions.
Well, there's all different kinds of girls who compete. The types of competitions that I personally do are hosted all over Wisconsin through Skindustry. The competitions that I do are mostly based on just pole athletics, so it's a lot of fun. You got to go check one out.
Awesome. What do you need to prepare for these competitions?
Well, I need a lot of protein shakes and a lot of prep time. So I give myself about 3 months before I compete to seriously prep. So I'm in the studio every day prepping for my competition.
Practicing the routine over and over, or do you wing it?
Practice. I personally am a freestyler, but most girls do routines and will rehearse the routine over and over and over. But I just rehearse the individual moves.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we're running out of time. Do you have any advice for someone interested in taking classes?
I would suggest that they go onto our website, because our website has a bunch of awesome information on there. So www.misspole.com. Check out our Facebook page, Miss Pole on Facebook. Otherwise, if you're in for something sexy and sassy, come check us out.
So that's a local studio in Wisconsin?
Yes, we have studios in Brookfield, Kenosha, and Madison.
Nice, nice. Very good. Well, that's all the time we have for you. I hope this has given you some insight into pole fitness. Try taking a spin. You'll get a great workout, and you might just have a blast and feel confident. But before we leave you, here's a little something showcasing Valerie's skills. Thanks to Valerie for talking to us, and thank you for joining us.
'em up just a